Moving on to July, and we were talking about representation of genres.
Mhm.
This is the Power by Snap.
Oh, The Power by Snap. So is this a song that you actually like? I don't think of you liking music like this.
Well, I'll confess. I mean, like, I got into music quite late, so at the time, I probably wasn't interested in many of these songs. It was only revisiting them. I mean, like I was going to say with the Depeche Mode, like I did with a lot of things, I got greatest hits and then worked my way backwards. I wasn't into dance at this time. I hated it because my sisters were into it, and anything that they were into, I didn't like. It was only later on that I got into it. I did get into dance later on. This very commercial version of dance, Snap, were actually quite a big band at the time. They had a couple of hits, another one this year,
Yeah.
um, that got to.
Um, yeah, I mean they were huge at the time. I adored their music and them. I remember seeing sort of Top of the Pops kind of performances. They're incredibly colourful, kind of
Yeah,
jumpsuits, red shoes, dancing around. But what I couldn't appreciate then, of course, is that it was wonderful to see, a black group getting recognition for
yeah,
contributing to the music industry. Something that was a little bit different and sort of a great sort of dance, hit. Because a lot of people who were white in the music industry before that had taken a lot from the black community and
yeah,
used it in their music. The Baz Luhrmann movie, Elvis, one of the things I loved about it, although I did think it was more of an experience than a movie, is that he took pains to underline that Elvis would not have been Elvis if he hadn't been raised approximately, really close to, proximal to the black community. He took a
yeah.
lot of inspiration from that community.
We took
And
from soul and gospel, didn't he?
yeah, and but a lot of people seem to have kind of missed this point. So I love the fact that that underlined that, because a lot of the time, black groups and black musicians, and of course, lots of different people across different sectors from that background do not get the recognition they deserve. So, in retrospect, it's fantastic that after, a few months of very white music, we have these really wonderful, black group making a massive splash, putting themselves on the map. And I love that it's called The Power, because
Yeah,
that's a really great thing, that it's
it's quite a
taking power
positive.
and being empowered.
I always find these sort of bands. There was a couple, wasn't there? I can't remember. There was some similar bands at the time. Usually had a female lead singer, maybe with a male in the background doing some backing vocals, like the rapping here, for example.
Mm.
But a lot of the videos had things in common. It was very garish, colourful clothes, wasn't it? You know what I mean? All
Oh
different
yeah.
styles, like orange jumpsuits sometimes, and all sorts of
Yeah,
weird.
although I wonder in retrospect, so, because a lot of nations from, where people are from black descent have really colourful flags. So if you think about the Jamaican flag, super colourful. So I wonder if part of the inspiration comes from that as well. So yeah, it was extremely bright, extremely vibrant. But that's part of the reason that, I found it really attractive as a young person, because in 1980s Britain, or even 1990 Britain, there wasn't really a whole lot to feel that colourful about. So I think it was great for that respect.
Yeah, good songs.